So today we're going to go through a safety bus drill to show you what you need to know to help keep yourself and the other people on the bus with you safe during your ride to school. Upon entering the bus, it's important that you learn how to follow the rules, bus safety rules. And these rules are usually posted in the front of your bus on the bulkhead. The rules may include things as simple as sitting where your bus staff assigns you, staying seated with your hands and feet to yourself, following the directions of the driver and bus attendant at all times. These rules were devised and are in place to help keep you and everyone aboard the bus safe. It's important that you trust your driver and your school attendant to keep you safe during your ride to and from school. The emergency exits and doors located throughout the bus are another important piece. In the event that the school bus is in an accident or immersed in water or in a situation where staying on the bus would remain unsafe, you're going to need to know how to get out of the bus. In the event that your vehicle is in a crash and the front door is no longer usable, you will need to use one of the emergency windows or the rear exit door to exit your vehicle. For the emergency window, follow the instructions that are posted on the window itself by either opening the handle or lifting the handle and pushing out on the window to open it. Once the window is open, you then can exit the bus, stepping onto the tire on the outside of the bus and then down to the ground. This door or window would be usable in the event that the front service door that you came in was no longer usable, or even if the back door or any of the other exits were no longer usable. If the window is not available, or if the vehicle is on its side and the front door is not available, you may go to the emergency door in the rear of the bus or on the side of the bus if you're on a big bus and use that exit. That exit can be opened. The instructions are printed on the door right next to the handle. In most cases, you'll see a red handle and the instructions will tell you to lift up on that handle and then push out on the door. Once you push out on the door will open and stay in a locked or open position. This will allow you to continue to utilize that exit without having to open the door every single time. In order to release that lock, you just push slightly out on the door again, and it would release it and allow it to be closed, and you again would lower the handle on the inside of the door. In the event that none of your doors are available, nor your windows are available, there are vehicles like big buses or wheelchairs that have roof hatches. The roof hatch is accessible by going to the area of the bus where the roof hatch is located. And if you're short, like me, standing on the seats, straddling the seats and pushing upward on the roof hatch. Again, the instructions for the roof hatch are located on it. You would need to turn the handle mechanism, which would start your buzzer sounding, and then push with both hands straight up and out to open your roof hatch. So from a closed position, the window or roof hatch would flap open. That way you would be allowed to exit through the opening of the roof hatch to safety on the other side. Now, different situations or different emergencies are going to elicit different responses. Where you may be able to use the front door in some accidents or some incidents, you may not be able to use it in others. So you will have to make a judgment call as to which of those is the best one to use. And you can always use all of them in combination if getting out of that bus is paramount. Again, remember, there is no one right way to do it every single time. Each situation, each emergency is going to dictate a different response. The important thing is that time is of the essence. Getting out of that bus is your priority as quickly as possible. And then once you're out of that bus, getting yourself, your fellow students, and the bus staff to safety away from the emergency until help arrives. In addition to getting out of the bus, it may be necessary for you to call to receive help. Perhaps your driver is disabled. Your driver has become unconscious behind the wheel and the vehicle is still rolling. It's important for you to know how to stop the vehicle, secure it, and shut it down, as well as call for help to aid you in your situation. If your driver becomes disabled behind the wheel, the priority is to remove the driver's foot from the accelerator and then to press the brake pedal, which is labeled air brake in a big bus. The far right pedal is your gas pedal. The middle pedal is going to be your brake pedal. If in the event you're unable to remove the driver's foot from the accelerator, you want to press on that brake pedal as hard as you can, even if you have to press on the driver's foot to bring that vehicle to a slow creep and then to a halt. If for some reason you're unable to push that brake pedal and allow that vehicle to slow down and then eventually halt, you're going to need to pull up on the emergency brake lever. The emergency brake or parking brake in the big bus is a diamond-shaped knob that is usually yellow or red and is labeled parking brake. As with the emergency doors and windows, the instructions on how to use that lever is printed on the knob. Pull to apply, push to release. Now, if your vehicle is rolling and you're unable to take the driver's foot off of the brake pedal, pulling up on that knob will eventually slow and stop that bus. But it's important that before you do that, that you hold on to something and brace yourself. You're going to need to turn the key to the off position. Once that has been done and the vehicle has been secured, you will need to turn the key one further notch to make sure that there is power to your radio. Now, the radio is located to the left of the driver, and it's usually a small unit that is connected to a microphone with a spiral cord. On that microphone, there will be a push button on the side of the mic. You will push the button on the side of the mic, listen for a beep, and then begin to speak. Once you begin to speak, you're going to give the dispatcher on the other end of that radio your exact location, not just the street that you're on, but also the town in which you're located. If you're unsure of where you are, look for landmarks. This will help the driver to be able to locate you. Give your vehicle identification number, the number printed on the side of the bus, and the nature of your emergency if you know what's going on. If you're unsure or if you're unable to reach anyone, call 911. Once you finish giving your information, you're going to release the button on the side of the microphone and listen for instructions from the dispatch office to you. They may say to you, "We understand your communication, help is on the way." They may say, "I need more information." If you're unsure as to whether or not you got through to the dispatch or if they understood your information, have someone call 911 anyway. It won't matter that everybody responds, but it will matter if no one responds. Because safety is a foremost concern, seatbelts are available on all of our buses and recommended for use with all of our students. In order to use a seatbelt properly, you will find a seat. You will locate the seatbelt for that seat, usually color-coded. You take the long end of the seatbelt and you click it into the corresponding short piece on the other side of you. Once you're buckled, you will pull on the additional tab hanging out of the seatbelt to tighten it or loosen it accordingly. Again, once seatbelted and buckled in your seat, you should remain forward facing with your feet out of the aisle and your hands in your lap or to yourself. To remove yourself or release yourself from the seatbelt, you should again turn to the right of you, push on the little red tab on the corresponding short portion of the seatbelt, and pull the long piece out of that. Again, seatbelts save lives. There's no two ways about it. With over 1 billion cars on the road every single year, please know that school buses not only save time, save the environment, but they also save lives. Please do your part to make sure that you practice school bus safety rules every single day. Thank you.